Hey guys, it's a beautiful day here in London today, and it's Numismatics back with you with some arrivals. So I've got 3 packages that have arrived today, which show some interesting coins that various people have sent in for grading and in some cases potentially conservation as well. And let's start with the first one, which is a kind of interesting coin. I've never seen one of these little holders before. I'm not sure that kind of PVC really does it a great deal of good, or how long it's been in there, but it's a rather nice 1902 2 sovereign gold piece. So in 1902 they produced quite a lot of proofs, but this particular coin is unusually not a proof coin, and funnily enough the non-proof versions of the 1902 are much more difficult to come by and a little bit more expensive generally than the proof versions. So let's try and show you some good video footage of this coin. It's in really nice condition. A load of detail on it. I think it should grade pretty well from what I can see. Tiny bit of rubbing there on the high points, just at the base of the helmet and on the horse's head, and that may hold it back a little bit more rubbing on the horse's knees, but mostly it's pretty good, and the fields are in pretty good condition. Not very many marks or scuffs. The rims are nice. Portrait's still got a lot of detail with a tiny bit of rubbing on the high points. I'm hoping this will do pretty well when it's graded. And as I said, it's unusual to see a circulation version of this coin. You can see its circulation because you've got much more normal looking fields rather than a coin which looks like it's been kind of coated in something. So altogether, pretty nice. And on to number 2, which has come in. Number 2 here is unusual because it's one of those rare cases where the arrival is not sent in by somebody else for grading, but it's something that I bought myself. So I'm a bit nervous to see exactly what condition this coin is going to be. It was advertised as a coin in exceptionally good condition. And I always like to see shieldback sovereigns in a nice condition. And I bought the coin on eBay. It was from a seller that I already knew, who has previously sent in coins for grading. And I got carried away a little bit with how much I paid for this coin. But I've since found out that actually I may have actually even got a bargain depending on how it grades. So it's an 1853 Great Britain shieldback sovereign. You can see here the shield side has got tons of luster, beautiful condition. Sometimes the shields are a little bit more protected than the Queen's side. But what do I always look for? I look for how many marks there are in the fields, and I look for the little kiss curl at the bottom by Victoria's ear to see if I can see those. I have seen 1 or 2 better, but I've compared this with an MS61 that I've already got in my collection, and it looks a little bit better than that. So my guess is probably it's a 62, 62 plus, 63, something like that. With great thanks to our sponsor, The Coin Connection, for agreeing to another month of 2% discounts. That's 2% off everything with the special code Kevin. Yep, Kevin, Kevin. The final package that I've got here to show you today is a package that was sent in by a member of the Silver Forum, and who's also a friend who sent in coins for grading before. And I do know that this particular person has an exceptional eye for quality and really spends a lot of time and effort seeking out the best possible coins in terms of condition. And that's something I would definitely recommend that any of you guys do. That if you're going to buy something, buy the very, very best you can possibly find or afford. Even if you end up spending a tiny bit more to buy quality, it's usually worth buying quality because you'll enjoy it more, you'll keep it for longer, and there'll be a load more buyers interested in buying it when you come to want to move it on. So let's take a look at these ones and see what's in the bag and what I'm being requested to do for submission to NGC. So this first one is an empty slab, and sometimes people send in empty slabs because they want to make sure that I return them to NGC to make sure the census is kept up to date. And these other two I know are in for reholdering. So this one's in quite an old holder, not the oldest NGC holder, but a pretty old one. And it's a 66 condition French 20 franc piece. Very, very beautiful, honey golden condition, loads of luster, an exceptional coin. You're unlikely to see anything ever better than that coin. And this one is 65, and this is a German coin. Not 100% sure about this one. It seems to have a lot of little marks, little bag marks in the fields for a 65 grade coin. I think this one may have been a little bit overgraded by NGC, to be honest, but we'll see. Anyway, these aren't being sent in for grading, they're being sent in for reholdering and having a pedigree added to them. When NGC reholder, they will reholder in a scratch-proof holder, and for the same reholdering fee, they will also add the pedigree if that needs to be added at the same time. And then there's a few coins which are raw. One from Hungary, a 20 Corona, one from Belgium, a 20 franc gold piece, and these are for grading. They don't need conservation. They're all pretty well choice picked coins, and hopefully they'll do pretty well when they're graded. These aren't going to have the special pedigree designation at this stage. I think this particular guy is reserving that for his absolute best, highest grade coins in a particular collection. And the last one of those is a Russian 5 kopecks or 5 rubles? 5 rubles probably, 5 rubles. So gold coin, 1902 for Russia. So 3 coins to submit to NGC and 2 coins to have reholdered with the pedigree. Both really, really nice coins for his core collection. And then there's the label to send back to NGC to just make sure that they take it out of the census, seeing as it's been taken out of the slab. So you'll see here another little box or little thing which arrived from the same guy, the same person. And this is a present for me, which is some really interesting reading. So this is the Iverson collection, which is being marketed by Sovereign Rarities, sovr.co.uk, if you want to look them up on the web. It's edited by my friend Steve Hill, who also wrote the book on sovereigns, and was written originally by Mr. Iverson, whose collection is being sold. This is interesting because it's a fixed price catalogue, so it shows you all of the background information about the many, many very interesting varieties of half sovereigns particularly. And Sovereign Rarities have put together a fixed price catalogue, so if you're quick you can take a look at this catalogue or download it from the web, and there are all kinds of really interesting sovereigns to buy within this collection. Sovereign Rarities also participate on the Numistaka group on Facebook, so if you join the Numistaka group on Facebook, you'll be able to have access to the key people at Sovereign Rarities, and you'll be able to ask questions, and it's quite a useful informal place to do those things. So I hope you like that. 3 different arrivals, and hopefully some more interesting coins for you very, very soon.